All right, Coach Sharp, back in the swing of things after the Christmas break, and went up, took a road trip first thing off the bat, and got a Southeastern Oklahoma, and East Central was where you went last weekend. Let's talk about those games.
You know, right back into the fire, I guess you could say. Southeastern is a very, very good team. Huge. Their back line of that zone. You know, they're 6'8", 6'9", 6'11" back there, and you know, it was you could tell both teams had some time off. I think they had some more time off than we had, so you know, we competed. You know, we're short-handed right now. With Chris being out for a little while with a broken thumb, you know, he really makes us go. He makes us a lot better. So you know, the good thing is there's opportunity for other guys to step up and kind of put their mark on things and kind of absorb some of the things that we lose with Chris. You know, unfortunately, we haven't really had a consistent guy or two step up and kind of fill that void. So we're kind of treading water right now. We you know, did some good things. I think we had it. We were down 5 or 7 or something like that with 2 minutes to play, and Southeastern's the #1 team, you know, in the conference right now. And you know, when we can't make mistakes. You know, you take 1 step forward and 2 steps back. You know, we got to start stringing together possessions offensively and defensively that will give us an opportunity to beat the top teams in this league. You know, with that said, you know, it's a 2 or 3 possession game down the stretch, and you feel like you're right there. Just had trouble scoring in both games in Oklahoma. We've got to revisit some offense and some defense and figure out what gives us the best chance to win. You know, we didn't make it out of the 50s in either game, and you talk about a complete polar shift, I guess. Early in the season, we were scoring points at will, it seemed like, and maybe that had something to do with our competition, or maybe, you know, it could be a lot of different things. So, you know, dropped that game at Southeastern, and a game I thought we competed in, and you know, I'm not a moral victories guy, you know, but we're getting closer, it felt like, after that game. And, you know, then we go to East Central, and that was a game that we threw away down the stretch. A lot of credit goes to East Central. I mean, they made plays and we didn't. You go 9 for 22 at the free throw line and you lose by 6 or whatever it was. I mean, you have no one to blame but yourself. We were up 6, I think, at halftime, and could have been up 15, 17. And you know, you got to take advantage of those situations and make people pay for fouling you. And you know, that first unit that was on the floor the second half, the first 2 minutes was atrocious. Was an embarrassing display of basketball from Southern Arkansas, and you know, continued to fight and retook a lead of 6 points, I think, late in the game, and then watched it slowly dwindle away. Again, we lose a lot when we lose Chris. And the most important thing is we lose our leader. We haven't had anyone step up and take charge since Chris has been out. And, you know, you can only do so much yelling from the sideline with a cast on. So, you know, we're kind of on our heels right now. You know, but the competitor in me, you know, he likes that. I like that. You know, I want to go back to work. You know, we came home after the East Central game. We practiced that night. Took a 5-hour ride home, and then we practiced for about an hour and a half when we got here, and needed to be a wake-up call made, and so our guys understand the intensity and the desperation we have to play with on the road. You know, no one's going to give you a game, so we got to work. And you know, we're undersized and we're undermanned and a lot of things going against us, but you know, it's the unconquerable will of a man that I think separates winners and losers. And got to go back to work today and start working for Champion. And then you got Southern Nazarene coming here Saturday, who's obviously a very good team.
In the Great American Conference last week, home teams continued to play very well. 17-3 was the margin that home teams won by in the Great American Conference last week. And but you get to have the home court advantage this week. Have Champion Baptist coming in on Thursday, a non-conference game, and then pick back up on conference play Saturday, hosting Southern Nazarene. So let's talk about those two games and how important it'll be to be back at home.
Yes, first of all, Champion Baptist, that game has every potential for us to really stumble and fall. And, we're going to make some adjustments with what we're doing and hopefully, reflect in the game those changes that we're making today and tomorrow and what we've made over the weekend. So hopefully, you're going to see a different team. We're going to have to shrink the game a little bit with possessions and things like that, and maybe slow down a little bit. It won't be as fun to watch maybe with scoring a bunch of points, but I could care less how fun it is to watch. We want to win games, so we need to really focus and get right for Champion. They have a very good player in the Likens kid on the perimeter that gave us 26 or something like that over there. So hopefully we have a good couple days of preparation, getting ready for that, and not overlooking them. Again, we could really, that's a stumbling block game for us, and we get a chance to see if any leaders are going to step up and make sure we don't overlook that team. And then Southern Nazarene, again, a high-scoring, high-octane team, which they play Monticello Thursday, and so they'll come over here Saturday. And again, it's home court. You got to protect your home floor, and the teams that go on the road and win are really going to set themselves up nicely for the tournament. Just wish we would make the decision that we're going to be one of those teams. We've played well enough to win on the road, but we haven't done it. And at the end of the day, all you see is a loss in that column. So hopefully we are really, really desperate at this point. I know I am. And I tell you, I hadn't had a losing record in years. So got to continue to change the culture of this program, and hopefully we still have some support here in the community and people seeing that we're going to try and do it the right way, and we're slowly making changes, and hopefully we can get some momentum going here in January and February.
And hope to get that momentum going, hope to win games, hopefully end up with a winning season this year, but changing the culture of a program really takes a little bit of time sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I tell our guys we should never expect any type of benefit, whether it's foul calls on the road or whatever. I mean, the officials, the teams we play, to them we're the same Southern Arkansas team that's been here for however long, and the same team that's not very good that struggles to go 500. So to everyone else outside this program, we're still SAU of old, and we're going to have to overcome a lot of things to start making that next step. And we're really close, and I guess that's the most frustrating part, is how close you are to making that next step, and it's just you just got to go out there on faith and do it. And I've heard a lot of good things in the community about the excitement, I guess, that's around our program now, and we can't be satisfied with the strides that we've made. Again, you got to make that next big step, and that's the most important step. You can't ever go backwards, and I felt like a little bit in letting the East Central game slip away, we took a little step backwards, and really should have won that game. And then you're sitting here 3-3, and you're feeling really good about things, and a lot of people are saying, there's still a logjam, with teams that are 2-4 and whatever down there near the bottom. I think there's a three-way tie for 5th or 6th or 8th, I don't know. But we're all right there together. But I only see that we missed an opportunity to be in the top half, and still we're right there in the bottom quarter. So the culture change is really big, and we're getting there, but it's just not quite there yet.
All right, Coach, we'll take it one game at a time, and of course you've already talked about your games this week, so we look forward to seeing those, and we will talk to you again about those next week.
All right, thanks, Jeremy.
Thanks, Coach.